All right. Just gonna do some last minute checks. Okay, so I think that's okay. Anyways, Zero here, and welcome to hopefully a series of streams. So the next video will be delayed. I've got some complications. For example, yesterday I spent the entire day doing networking stuff, home networking stuff. Stuff broke down. And I have to do some streams regardless, just so the YouTube algorithm won't penalize me. You have to upload a certain amount of videos in a certain time span, and the last video I uploaded was short. So yeah. Anyway, for this stream, we are going to do XCOM Apocalypse. So, as we all know, well, not all of us know, but as some of you might know, um, Civ 7 isn't doing too hot right now, so anyone hoping for a Firaxis XCOM 3 will have to wait for a while. Because even though if I think it's in production, it's definitely in production, but right now I think they're all hands trying to fix Civ 7. And the only people that are probably doing XCOM 3 right now are probably artists that are specifically hired for that stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be playing XCOM Apocalypse, which is the third game in the original MicroProse series of XCOM UFO alien defense fighting series. So I will be playing the Steam version, and I used the PC Gaming Wiki to update some settings. If you want to play it on your own, it's actually pretty cheap. So I don't know if it's worth it. You might want to watch this stream if you think it's worth it. And instead of just using normal bundled DOS box, I think I saw here that there was a problem with um Steam uses 0.72. I updated it to use a fork of DOSBox because DOSBox was kind of uh stagnated. I'm using DOSBox staging, and I'm using a shader. So the GL shader for sharper pixels. I'm not using a CRT filter because this is already SVGA, and the CRT effect isn't really noticeable on such high resolutions. Anyway, guess we can start. OBS wasn't able to capture it.
Sicherheitstruppe. Nein, wir beginnen gerade eine Sicherheitsaktualisierung. Er wird Sie später anrufen. Auf Wiedersehen.
Commencing security sweep 121 at 1500 hours. Zone A, sectors 1 through 6.
TV confirmed online for all cameras.
Punch it in.
Sector 1.
Sektor 1.
Status normal.
Status normal.
Steady traffic flow.
Sector 2.
Sektor 2.
Status normal.
Status normal.
Stop. Zoom in. No, no. Camera 4. Camera 4. Pan left. 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 Close in. There. Acquire status.
Unknown, sir.
Zoom in.
Increasing resolution.
Stand by. We have a problem.
Cut that chatter. Give me more audio. Track it. Track it. It's heading for Sector 5. Alert all sectors. Scramble XCOM crack.
It's underway.
Feeding all cameras. Come on, come on!
Security. Emergency.
Come
Stand by
on.
all combat units. I repeat, this is not a drill. Emergency. Stand by all combat units.
And that was the 1998 CGI cutscene. That's pretty much the only reason why this is on CD back then. The game is actually pretty small. It's really small. You can probably fit it in, I don't know, 20 floppy drives. But yeah, it's the first game on CD as far as I know. First game in the series on CD. So we start the stream with some lore. I am going to be looking at the manual. Let me just click Steam, open the manual. So we can do some lore. And let's just go this. Okay, that's the instruction manual. I think I'll just adjust this a bit. Because we need to do a bit of lore, so as mentioned in the what do you call this? The thumbnail, I am going to be covering a bit of the lore because I don't think a lot of people know the lore of XCOM3. So, yeah. Right, we're just gonna cover a bit of lore. If you're watching this on VODs, there will be a bit of spoilers on the original MicroProse XCOM series, so if you want to play those eventually and suffer in the terror from the deep, and you're watching the VOD on YouTube, just click on the timestamp on the next chapter where I actually play the game. Alright, we're gonna be starting with some lore. Alright. Dear Section Commander. Right, let's just move that. Right. Dear Section Commander, welcome to XCOM, Extraterrestrial Combat Unit. You're now part of a tradition that spans back to the late 90s. Let me appraise you of XCOM's activities to date, and more importantly, the activities of the aliens we have encountered. Back in the mid-1990s, it became evident that we are not alone. By 1998, UFOs began to land openly in rural areas. The aim of these early missions was the abduction of the inhabitants and animals. Our first military contact with the aliens led to a massacre of an entire squad. In November of that year, an emergency meeting was convened at the United Nations. As a result of that meeting, XCOM was established. In the following years, XCOM waged war against the alien menace. Most of this activity occurred in the cities and rural areas of Earth. But eventually, it took us to the aliens' main base on Mars, Cydonia. Our victory at Cydonia saw the defeat of the immediate alien threat, but in its turn awakened a second wave of destruction that XCOM was later enlisted to encounter. Alien activity began once more in 2039. XCOM had only a nominal existence at that time. Most of our bases were decommissioned or converted into theme parks. The call for the reinstitution of XCOM was led by the media after numerous ship and aircraft losses at sea. Years of recession and political feuding meant that funding from world's governments was not forthcoming, and we had to raise money by alternative corporate means. From 2041, after initial recruitment, in 2040, The Second Alien War was waged under the seas and oceans of the world. The war came to its climax in the battle at the alien city of Teleth. Buried underwater for 65 million years, the city had the ability to destroy Earth. Fortunately, we discovered that alien society was constructed like that of Beast, and after killing the alien queen, everything else disintegrated. Teleth rose from the water only to self-destruct, a sight I don't think any person at that time will forget. Since then, we had a few recorded encounters. XCOM and MARSEC, however, are enlisted in the late 1960s to fight territorial war against aliens and newly established deep space mining colonies. This conflict left Earth uncontaminated. That was until a short while ago when the first Dimension Gate appeared, right here in MicroProse. The last war was indeed proven to be an expensive victory. Contamination of Earth's atmosphere and the devastating climatic changes ensured that ensued have affected everyone. While many sought to leave Earth and colonize other planets, a self-sufficient, self-contained city was successfully constructed here on Earth and thrived under the hazardous toxic atmosphere that surrounded our home world. MicroProse has already become an important historical achievement. Unfortunately, the last 4 years have seen this comfortable, low-cost lifestyle rapidly deteriorate. The social and physical fabric of our society has decayed at an alarming rate. Sociologists have been as yet unable to explain the cause of the decay. Statistics clearly demonstrate increases in physical and cyberspace violence, family breakdowns, crime, ethnic unrest, and strange cult group involvement. The frequency and pace at which incidents are occurring is even more disturbing. Concerns with citizens is evident. Many have already fled the city. Ongoing mass migration increases the concern of all remaining citizens as each day passes. Losses in tax revenue are restricting the city's ability to deal with incidents, and the emergency services are unable to do any more than firefight existing problems. Unless we deal with the source of the problem, societal collapse appears to be a very real possibility. While the Senate remains unconvinced that alien interference is the cause of the problems, they have secretly agreed to fund a covert investigation by XCOM. Due to your recent promotion, we have decided that you shall be responsible for this investigation. We will forward existing information to you shortly. Yours faithfully, J.G. Steinbeck, XCOM Supreme Commander, to Section Commander, blah blah blah, March 2084. Right. Summary: 1998 was the original XCOM. Then we went to Mars, blew up their base. However, blowing up that base activated a sleeping base, which was the crash-landed Teleth, which crash-landed 66 million years ago and caused the extinction of the dinosaurs. So they woke up, and in a span of decades, they started building up, and we discovered them and blew them up, blew their alien queen up. Unfortunately, when it self-destructed, it also pretty much destroyed the ecosystem of the Earth. So we only have one mega city in XCOM Apocalypse, that's MicroProse. And yeah, I think that's enough for the manual lore. So let's jump straight into the in-game lore. Right, let's just go in-game lore because we are just going to check the UFOpedia. Right, organizations. Organizations which operate in MicroProse consist of corporations, political groups, criminal gangs, and the government. All of them are at risk from alien infiltration, but some are more vulnerable than others. Alright, this is XCOM. I don't think we need to explain that. Then the alien there started a dimension gate. We saw in the intro, the CG intro, that there's dimension gates and the aliens started showing up. And the government. So In the city, there's a city police force. Megapol not only runs the city police force and prison service, it also manufactures vehicles, weapons, and munitions. Kind of a conflict of interest, but eh. It directly competes with Marsec Corporation for lucrative markets in the mining colonies and Megaprimus. So there is still a city on Earth, but most of the population, humanity, has gone through mining colonies, deep space mining colonies, and orbital stations. Major problems for Megapol are criminal gangs, which distribute Cyclone and UFO incursions, which are regarded as a threat to city security. These vehicles bravely intercept UFOs as they materialize from the dimension gates, but they are woefully under-equipped to deal with them. So we will see throughout the playthrough, the police will help us fight the UFOs, but most of the time they just patrol and fight gangs and uh other hostile factions or groups. Right. Next, Cult of Sirius. This is are essentially the collaborators, alien collaborators. This bizarre cult has whipped up a religious frenzy following the appearance of dimension gates. The cult has long believed in the redemption of human race by a superior alien race. They believe the UFOs and aliens to be harmless and are rapidly gaining credibility and recruits from the general population. This represents a considerable threat to XCOM because cultists will do anything to assist the aliens in their purpose, whatever that might be. Marsec, ominous and highly secretive Marsec Corporation, took over from XCOM as the leading provider of off-world security. As XCOM centered its activities around Megaprimus. During the initial years of their operation, Marsec, Mars Security, was empowered to impose order on the rebellious Mars colony. Marsec developed high technology weaponry and vehicles by recruiting top scientists from Earth and using equipment left by XCOM. With the establishment of remote Illyrium mining facilities, colonies, Marsec secured contracts for the military equipment despite competition from Megapol. So, if you played first XCOM, the alien power source is Illyrium, and in the lore, we found more Illyrium, and Marsec has used that to build weaponry. Right, we're just going to go through some of them. I'm just going to summarize. You can just pause if you want to read it, but I'm just going to summarize what they do. Super Dynamics essentially are the people who make the people tubes and some of the engines for our vehicles, which is, anti-grav vehicles. The people tubes, you might see them, but they're not really that important. That's the mass transit. Essentially faster than those movable walkways that you see in airports. General Metro is kind of useless, as we shall see later. Road vehicles are pretty useless in XCOM Apocalypse. Cyberweb, they build artificial intelligence, and but they're not, as far as I know, they're not the main faction for them. They just build those. Transstellar, as I said, most of humanity is in space already, so they operate the space liners. Soul Mine, Marsec is not mining the Illyrium, but Soul Mine is the ones mining Illyrium. Sensovision, well, essentially they're just an entertainment company. One of the, I think it's the only entertainment company in the Megaprimus. Life Tree, schools and universities. Nutrivend is the food. Evanet is trash. Sanctuary is hospitals and life. Nanotech is, yeah, they do the medkits. Energen is power. Sensamesh is, as far as I know, they're just a manufacturing thing. It's not very important. This, the other entertainment is sports. All right, then we have our criminal factions. So you got Psych. Yeah, one of the things that we can see in the slums. Then Jablo. And Osiran. So this is the faction that deals with the rights of androids self. Then we also have the Mutant Alliance. So there have been alien human hybrids, the sectoids. So they need a faction that will fight for their rights. And we are going to be using sectoid human hybrids because they have very high psionic power. It's just environmentalist faction. Technocrats, as mentioned, it's a technocrat faction. All right, and we're just going to run through a bit about the equipment just to see what we have here. Grenades, stun grenades. Most of these are useless. For example, the pistol is pretty useless. As we shall see in a bit, we are just mainly going to be using the machine gun. As you can see, this is 1998, so software developers don't really know how guns work. So we have this is really a cursed gun. Drum mag, weird ass thing. And I think I breezed through the. I think I breezed through an important faction. Not super dynamics. Sense of vision is psionic. Graph ball is graph ball. All right. Yeah. The retrofuturistic styling is because of the extropian thing. So as you might wonder why the equipment, well, pretty much everything in the game is retrofuturistic. That's because of the extropians. Alright, just going through some of the weapons. Sniper gun, we'll keep that for a while, but it's kind of useless too. Autocannon is decent enough, but it's early game. And they're calling this clip, even though this is a drum thing. It's drum mag. They call mags as clips. As used to say. Plasma gun, we can't buy it in the first week, but second week, hopefully we can get that as a stopgap. Heavy launcher, we don't need that yet. The thing with XCOM Apocalypse, if you do too much environmental damage, which there are, you will get rep penalties from the faction in that building. Stun grapple is not. There's a specific use case for that, but we will not be using that too early game. Mindbender, that is how we are going to be using the Psy. You don't really need that yet, but we can start farming even early game. Power Sword kinda useless because of what we're doing. Medikit in XCOM doesn't work as like in other games, but it just basically just heals the bleed, doesn't heal HP. Motion scanner, we don't need that because we are going to use real time. We will use one for certain situations, but Century, we don't need that too because it deals a lot of damage. So for the armor, thankfully we got a very good armor. Most of the game we'll be using Megapole armor. The only problem is it's very heavy, so our crew will be pretty slow. Marsec armor is the only use for Marsec armor is the torso unit provides flight capabilities, but the rest is It's lighter, but you might just send your agents to death if they wear that. Cyclone, we probably won't see this, but if you raid some gangs and Cult of Sirius, you might see this on the ground. You can pick it up and extract. And they sell for a decent amount. Lyrium, again, XCOM 1. And I think that's that. I think we can start the game now. Let me just check if I'm missing something. Alright, I think we can start game. Alright, so for the VOD watchers, it's time to start our campaign. This series, I've planned this series to be more chill. So, I could go for the hard and super mutant, but let's just chill and go for medium. Alright, this is actually... I don't like this. Base. Let's just check. Right, that's 48,000. Our base, I think it's good enough for now. Yeah, I think it's good enough for now. Okay, so this is Mega Primus. As you can see, it's very retro futuristic. And if you can click on the building, you know who owns it, and you can see what they do. Right, first things first. Let's go for research. Don't have biotransport modules. So we can just pretty much just kill the aliens because we don't have a transport module yet. Right. For the things, let's see what we have. We don't have. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then they're decent enough, but let's hire some more. Can't have too many soldiers. Okay, so we also have we can also have androids, like I mentioned. So these are all humans. We don't need this yet, but I think it's better if we grab some now. Right. I think we also need at least one more living quarters. So I think it's better if we add two. General stores, we don't have anything yet to use. Okay, so this is our guy, and as you can see, there's a people tube. No, they use a car. They didn't use a people tube. Okay, they used a taxi. They used a taxi. Okay, they didn't use the people tube. I think that's just a bonus. All right. Also, I am going to buy extra armor. Might as well grab a lot of stun grenades. Need lots of stun grenades, lots of clips. I think 4 more machine guns for now. And let's just get 2 more and 2 of everything. Alright, while we're waiting for that, you might notice we have vehicles. So I have a Valkyrie Interceptor, a Storm Dog, which is a ground vehicle, that's a Metro, this is Super Dynamics, and 2 hover cars. Sadly, road vehicles are useless in vanilla. You have to mod XCOM Apocalypse to be able to use them properly, because once a road is damaged and you have a car there, they will immediately die, regardless if it's an APC or any armored vehicle like a tank. So yeah, pretty much have to sell them too. So Wolfhound APC, don't need that. I'm just going to double check. Okay, we've got the cargo module. Okay. Yeah. Wolfhound APC, don't need that. Storm Dog, we don't need that. What we need, hover bikes. For now, I think we'll just go for 6 extra hover bikes. I want 12, but for now, let's just go for 12. We'll see later why we have 12. There is a reason why we have 12. Right. We'll wait. Right, we have our recruits. Send them to combat training. Right. As per XCOM, we have to micro everything. Let's go for 3 and 3. I think that's fine. Don't need the smokes. We can leave the grenades. We don't need that. Don't want that actually. Don't want incendiary. At least for now. Stun. Let's just replace that with a rifle. Sadly, we are going to have to leave this guy. And now let's just buy a gun. Can buy 2 guns. Guns are cheap. I think motion scanner's fine. Alright. Game start. And as you can see, we don't have enough bullets for everybody. And also grenades. Alright. I think that's the proper game start. Alright, there is enemy. Let's just go with Valkyrie Interceptor. Forgot to click the you can change how high it is. The lower we are, the better we can dodge. No, if we are at the highest altitude, if we miss, we might hit a building. If we're low in the ground, if we miss, there's a chance it's just going to the shots will just go harmlessly elsewhere. So generally you want to be that low unless you want to destroy things. Right, search the building for alien life forms or other hostile forces. Engage enemy, but where possible, stun aliens using stun grapple, stun grenade. Live aliens are essential, but we don't have biotransport modules, so can't really do anything. Avoid endangering civilians. And yeah. So for this playthrough, I will be pretty much just using real time. So the XCOM, classic XCOM turn-based is still there, but you can do real time. And why I'm using real time, it's just because it's more chill. You shall see later why it's that chill. So I'm getting them in aggressive mode because otherwise they will try to find cover. We are not going to find cover. We are pretty much just going to tank everything. Right, that is our first alien. This is a civilian. Just move the team there. Should be. Right, cell units died. So that was a brain sucker. The first enemy you encounter has an insta kill. Insta kill ability. So yeah, that's XCOM Apocalypse for you. But if as a thing, if you don't play it in real-time mode, it can actually be a bit challenging because they can just, if you don't have any action points or turn units, that may be a bit problematic. We'll just watch that exit. I think we can go. Oh, they're here. There's directional audio. Okay. That is our enemy. Ooh. So they're firing brain suckers at us. One part about brain suckers is you can't throw them. What? Okay, they're panicking. Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have biotransport modules yet, so yeah, that's pretty much the problem. So that's the thing with real time. You can just station your units near the exit and you kind of expect them to just run in front of you. All right. So UFO spotted. This is actually pretty bad. So they they arrive at dimension gates. These things. Unfortunately, we are kind of far away. So I think we'll just save scum. Right, so we are far away. What we can do is station R. Station our units nearby. And these tubes are the exits for the buildings, entrance and exits. So they can only pretty much launch that many units in a building. I think this is fine. All right. And we only have Cult of Sirius that's against us. Mega Hole is for us. Okay. Alright, that's our first UFO. Okay, 10 is the maximum. For control group. Okay, that should be fine for now. Okay, that's also fine. Venice vicinity. Okay. Alright. So you see that? That is... they beamed down some aliens in that place. But we accidentally destroyed the UFO. So... yeah. I am still going to check if they dropped it. I'm gonna just save scum and check whether they were able to drop anything. Yeah, the select doesn't work there. Right. I think that... yeah, I guess we are what we did is overkill. We're not going to be able. We only have one UFO. Alright. Nope. Let's grab that. So there, they went to live stream. Okay. School is kind of bad. I don't want to fight in schools because it's pretty. Pretty cramped quarters. So. Oh, we don't know if there's anyone infiltrating yet. Okay. Let's save on ammo. There's other opportunities to grab those small vehicles, but yeah, swarm tactics work. Well, you don't need swarm tactics, you just need those um your first three vehicles should be enough to take all of them down, but once we get the next level, okay, they weren't able to get it. All right, let's just double check if they were able to do anything. All right. Okay, so we don't need to go anywhere, I guess. Right. Those are just bullets, right? Autocannon rounds. Eh. Right, that should be enough. Damage the city. But we were able to shoot down a lot. Yes. Mentioned gates appear to be the means by which the alien craft travel from their homeworld. Our craft cannot travel through these gates without being annihilated by an antimatter implosion. You must disable a UFO and recover its control systems, propulsion systems, and power sources for research. And we only got type 2. We destroyed the type 1. And we don't have anything to manufacture yet. Hopefully we can hire some new. Okay, 96. I think I'm going to add another living quarters. Yes. XCOM produced unit to contain live assessments, alive or dead. Some agents must have high transport capability at the building after a tactical mission. Alright. I can fire Galena Bello. Alien artifact. let's build 20. Can sell that anyway. Six. So there's gonna be some diplomatic events. Call this serious, unhappy recent activity. Compensation. You know what? Go pound sand. You are the antagonist faction. This vessel appears to be a surveillance craft. Structure is very strange, and there's no evidence of any crew or cargo. Craft internals have been intentionally destroyed by aliens from a remote location. Craft is armed with with a small beam weapon. Craft does not appear to be a great threat to the city, but can only be a precursor to more dangerous incursions. Unfortunately, we destroyed the other UFO. Alright, I think there's gonna be another incursion soon. Let's just use the hover bikes. That. Right. Yes. This weapon is an organic launcher for brain sucker pods. If the pod lands within the vicinity of a human car, it will burst open and the brain sucker will attack them. It's not a useful weapon for us to replicate, even if it were possible. I mean, we could replicate it, put some grenades. Throw some grenades. Alright. So, brain sucker launcher, kinda useless, so we are going to be selling them. Alright. That's fine. Just have to watch out if they're going to drop. Okay, hover bikes can be destroyed, but they are essentially disposable. So don't need to worry about losing lots of hover bikes. I think 3 should be enough. Okay. Okay, we got a crash there. And we can just destroy the rest. We pretty much just need that for research. We don't really need them because they don't have anything. We can grab. Okay. And they weren't able to drop. And that's minus. That's minus 2,000, but it's just how it is. Minus 10,000 overall. And that's just how it is. Hover bikes are expendable. And I think I can buy some more. Nope. More hover bikes. Unmanned UFOs. Alright, the first two UFOs are kinda that's a problem with XCOM Apocalypse. The first one's alright, that's easy enough. Then the third arrives. That's when you need to worry. Let's finally equip our transport module. Show the most infiltrated units. Nope, no infiltration yet. Oh, we ran up. Again. See if we can find some new hires. 89 is better. Alright, 90. I think we can just replace our people. And let's buy some hover bike. Ammo. Okay, 75, 78, 78. Michelin, Yoko, and Sergey. Okay. 56. So Frank Stewart. Right, we'll just keep this because we need the biochemistry later. I'm not going to be firing them. Frank Stewart. We're just gonna fire Frank Stewart. Alright. I am going to be safe scumming anyway. I'm gonna station them just to prepare for the next. Next assault. Station them for the next assault, and soon we shall see the biggest hurdle for new players. So if they didn't buy, oh, they can raid. Okay, this is still easy. Hopefully. I'm going to be launching all of them so that they are already on the way out. Okay, this is still easy. No need to worry. This is still the easy. This is still the easy mode. Okay, we are going to be safe scumming, checking if they. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Or I'm just going to let them do their thing and destroy them later. All right, let's just let them do their thing. If they're not destroyed by the incoming fire, I will just let them finish. Yep, as expected. Okay, they didn't die. So this is gonna be it's gonna be a proper investigation. Okay, there's another one here. Time to blow them all up and alright. First insertion? First beam down. And alright. Sanctuary Clinic, not bad. Oh, they didn't. Alright, I'm just going to be loading, but while we're still here, I know they beamed something here. Either that or it was there. Alright, there's something there. Alright, let's just load. And yes, I am, as I mentioned earlier, I am going to be save scumming. This is just a chill stream, this is not a challenge stream. now that we've got a biotrans, we can now do what we should have been doing. Just pretty much throw stun grenades all over the place. I think that should be. They don't sound like eels. Right, I think we'll just not fire. All right, we got him. Got him. So they are stunned. They're not dead. All right. I think we'll not fire, and this guy's going to throw another grenade. That grenade missed. Well, let's throw another grenade. Okay, that is something that I do not wanna shoot yet. So push forward. We need more stun grenade people. We ran out of stun grenades. Right, we ran out of stun grenades. Wait, we don't have stun grenades anymore? Yeah, we ran out. Hopefully these guys have stun grenades, just two. I have no confidence that that's gonna. Alright. Alright. Does he have another grenade? No. Oh god, that was wrong. Okay. Ran out of grenades. Still 2 more grenades. Okay, that's good. Stun those civilians. Alright. I think we can kill that. Question is, do we have more stun grenades? I wanna stun this guy. Okay. Where is the multi-worm? Oh, that was stupid. Good thing I used 3 seconds. Now let's pull back. Still have 1 grenade. This guy should have 2 grenades. I think I should just shoot it. Yeah. Come on. You can throw better than that. Okay, 3 grenades. Nah, let's just shoot everyone. They're getting away! Still have grenades. Oh, that's these guys. Don't have grenades. Okay, we got that stun. Where's the other guy? Alright. He ran out of stun grenades. Alright. Alright, we got an alien egg. Got brain sucker alive. Multi-worm alive. Brain sucker dead. Oh, I think the multi-worm was just over the edge. And just one of each should be enough. Alright. Let's get some brain sucker research going on. And finally, the UFO type 1. Okay. See if we can hire new people. Still don't have. Okay, we got our first Psy. I think I'll just grab Astro Ferber. I don't think I need to farm for that now. Sucker launcher. Sure. Then Doshi. Oh. Let's grab a squaddy. Sharp is squaddy, but fortunately that's because they're wearing their. We got better gear. Alright, I think I'll just bench Toshio first. Need to train Astra. Okay, side training. Life form appears to have a simple structure with no distinguishable organs apart from an efficient heart and cardiovascular system. There's the appears to be no means of ingesting food or separate brain structure, rendering it immune from psionic influence. Seems that this creature has little purpose in life except it is known to attack humans and seems to design only to do only that. Its complex organic structure may be useful for developing toxins to counter any threat or race. Okay. When was our thing? 10 March, it's 11, so they are going to arrive tomorrow. Advanced Biochemistry Lab. So the reason I researched Brain Sucker first is for the Advanced Biochemistry Lab. There's really nothing, no other reason for that other than that. And of course, there's lore. But, eh. Alien Probe. Structure of this vehicle suggests an organic construction process. Skin is composed of a strong and unusual compound that allows the craft to travel without harm through the dimension gates. This unmanned craft is equipped with an unusual type of beam weapon. Its limited capability suggests it's purely designed to collect information and then return to the alien dimension. So why are you keep on sending them to to just die? Alright, this should be the reason why we use swarm tactics. Oh my god, atom hover bikes. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, they were able to escape. Some of them are able to escape. Huh. Astral. Oshio. Alright, so this is just a normal bug hunt. We don't really need to let them live, I guess. Don't not need to let them live. So yeah, normal ass bug hunt. So they're here. I think those are civilians. Let's go for aim shots because we might hit that civilian. So where is the brain sucker then? Eh. Surprise! There they might be. They might be right there. Yeah, I can hear them. That's weird. Okay. That looks kinda sus. Yeah, that's pretty sus. Where the fuck did they come from? Yeah, probably from here. It's already dead. Just need to use it at least once per mission. So you can level up the psionic. Halfway there. Let's just double check if we have enough ammo. Reasonably have enough ammo, but I think we should give them at least 2 stuns. Just in case. Right, so they leveled up their abilities. Alright, let's go for eggs first. And we are going to run out of money. And we got money. Alright, we got some Marsec stuff. As I mentioned, the Marsec armor is kinda useless except for the torso unit, which allows you to fly. Plasma gun, I think I would probably buy some plasma guns as a stopgap. Alright. I think 3 should be fine. I don't need that yet. More hover bikes. And I am going to arm them with bolter laser guns. Got to. More stun grenades. Machine gun. I don't need that much AP. I could go for Marsec body units for our Psi people, but Give them lasers. They're not that more powerful. That's 10 versus 12, but they don't need ammo, so that's something that's something going for them. So we're gonna go for side training. They're taking the taxi. Oh, let's just send them. Can have 3 psionic units at all time. Oh, I forgot to buy mind benders. Right, who else are squaddies? They're squaddies because they're AP people. So the problem with sectoid hybrids is they don't have that much strength, so they are slow. That's why I am giving them a pistol instead of a full-size rifle. Police brutality. I'm gonna give them some grenades. Right, who did we rip? Marcel and Jürgen. Right, so we're 2 hours into the game. And finally, we got our new players are gonna be smacked in the face moment. So if you're just using these 3, you are going to you are going to lose. You just use what the game gave you at the early part, you are going to lose. Fast attack. That is pretty much where that's going to be the one that's gonna kill your. That's the one that's gonna kill your units. Okay. That's kind of expected. Let's move first. Ooh. Dropped it. I didn't expect that to happen, but I'm glad it did. All right. So the fast attack are escorts. They don't carry any. Well, they're still mad, but you shouldn't prioritize them. Basically. Alright. I forgot to turn it on. Alright. Let's just go for evasion and alright, this is a load. Oh, we were able to take them down. They might be able to drop because they're pretty far. Is that enough? Alright, that's just it's just an escort. Just an escort. Oh, I think they made a mistake. And that's a problem with the interceptor. It's very it's a big target. Basically, it's a big target. Alright. That's done. Let's see if we can take down the fast attack ships. Alright. In I think we can send Valkyrie send fire some missiles. I think they'll just retreat. They don't have anything to escort anymore. Oh, come on. Alright. That was a bad... No, that was a mistake. Yeah, we're pretty much safe coming. So that's what's gonna happen if you only have Valkyrie Interceptor and a couple of hover cars. Your Interceptor's gonna be, and their Interceptor's just gonna die. And that's fast attack. That's far away. It's pretty close. Two hover bikes killed. Might be another save scum. And this is Mars Cyclones factory. Alright. think they'll just leave. And they'll just leave. Okay. That wasn't bad. Gatekeep. Yeah, that wasn't that bad. Let's finish this mission first before we grab that. Right, we'll spread out. Okay. Arms. These are tanks. If I accidentally blow them up, that will produce. That won't kill my troops, but it will be a bit annoying. Alright, multi-worm. There's a reason why I stunned the multi-worm rather than kill them, and you shall see why soon. Plus, they blow up and become small multi-worms. It's small worms. Okay, that's a popper. That's just a brain stopper. Alright. Kinda messed that one up. We should have been... It's actually pretty hard to... Actually pretty hard to stun a popper. You need lots of stun grenades. Be another brain sucker there. We have a smoke grenade. I think I sold all my smoke grenades. Yeah, let's push. There's another popper. Here's something. Come out. Okay. Got two wounded, which is good because we can send our backup units up again. I'm already researching the alien egg. Already got that. Yeah, those hyperworms. What do we have excess? Hey, Akira. Yoko Shoji. Jurgen. Shit. Let's get our first manned UFO mission. I don't think I can. We don't really need to get the poppers yet. So there's really no point in doing the popper thing. Right. So there is an exit there, but there's also an exit on the other side. We want to also secure those. And since there's poppers now, I don't want to just stand near them. Stand near the exits. As you can see, the sectoids have low strength, so they're walking. They're walking instead of running. That's an interesting thing to do. Right, at least we can show what happens when a brain sucker hits. Alright, so that is an auto kill, insta kill, and we can't save that guy anymore. So just restart. Double check. That's there's I don't think that's a gatekeeper, but it's just one of the first things that you're going to have to encounter playing XCOM Apocalypse. But spoilers, XCOM Apocalypse is actually easier than XCOM 1. Definitely easier than XCOM 2. XCOM 2 is just so they're horribly unbalanced. But other than the gatekeepers, the knowledge checks that XCOM Apocalypse throws at the early game, it's really not that hard of a game. I think I'll just keep these guys on 1 because they can't run. So I'll keep them where they don't need to run. I mean, I could go the other way. Let's just do a pincer move. Looks like they're here. Already here? There's a chance that someone spawns there underneath. I've seen it once. Right, while we are setting up, I think it's better if I smoke off this. We're not there. Alright. I think we're good. And there's a popper. Single shot. Alright, another one. That's unfortunate, but that happens. Yeah, there's already a chance that they're already there. And that's early. Not going to be using the grenades anyway, so. What? That's more important. The popper situation is more important. Okay. And control work. You can hear the steps. Some of the steps are noticeable. For example, the popper has strong footsteps. Good thing that guy died there, so I could see inside. That was straight. That was a stray bullet, I think. Oh no, that's just bleed out. I should probably help out. And that could be annoying in turn-based. You're gonna have to push in. Oh, in real time, you can just wait for them to come out. Let's all just run up. See what we can do. And I think there's some sort of proximity if they hear you coming close. I think that's just haven't confirmed it anywhere. If they're close, they come closer. At least some of them do. Okay, that was another stray bullet. It's gonna take a while. Equip explosives. Okay, we're gonna have to reload eventually. Alright, that's a problem. That's a problem with the crossfire. That's a lot of upgrades. It's a lot of promotions. Alright, Bolsham system first, before we research type 3. Let's see if there's something new. Chrysalis. Spitter alive. Hyperworm alive. Multiworm. Yep, multiworm dead. Need a chrysalis. We don't need to. Alright. Ivan. Yeah. So this is the part where we start recruiting more people. Oh yeah, I'll just send them the android. Thing about androids is that they don't. They already have high stats, and they don't gain stats. They don't learn. Oh, that's should still be fine. Let's hire some. I think I'll just get 2 for now. Then let's sell the brain suckers. Alright, I might end this stream soon. Depends. If I still... I want to end the stream when I have the advanced... The advanced biochemistry, but I don't think we would be... I don't think we have enough for that. That's gonna be a few more hours. So I think I'll just do one more UFO attack. No, beat them. Nah, I'll just... That's the thing about the real time. You don't need to... You can actually dodge them. Aw, got brain cell. Alright. Save's coming. Right, there's just a problem that they could be there. That's a lot of bullets for a single enemy. Do they have? They'll just screen. They don't come near. Well, they came near. Right. That was wrong. I mean, the point of save scumming is because in XCOM Apocalypse, there's really they the stats grow very fast. And like that, you got this guy was kind of useless, but it's now pretty good. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm save scumming this much. That sounds pretty ominous. Dodge. 44 health. And since I'm save scumming anyway, might as well save scum. Make some noise. Not hitting. Prize. It's not going to stun them, but it will slow them down significantly. Okay. That is stunned, but I think that's gonna die anyway, so you're just going to throw another stun grenade, then back out, back a bit, so we don't get caught in the explosion. Classic XCOM accuracy. Yeah, I think it's safe. Just stun them. There should be one more. Ah, that was unfortunate. Yeah, I should have saved Scum when the popper was stunned. I don't need to spend an hour again later in the series. Just do a quick check here. But they're still inside. Like our stamina's actually pretty low. Hey, that's weird. Got stuck. Could we run up there and fuck it up before the popper arrives? Probably not. Popper dies. We'll just save that for another episode. Okay, who was damaged? Alright. Multiworm egg. The gestation period for a multiworm is approximately 2 days. During this time, the egg will protect itself with a weapon that it launches with containing microorganisms. These organisms consist of various types, some containing acids assigned to the road metal compounds, and others containing unusual enzymes that rapidly break down organic matter. Fortunately, the range of this weapon is limited. The alien embryos are not sufficiently advanced to be susceptible to psionic attacks. Um, yeah. Alright, this is fun. And Stellar hates us. No. Can watch how the criminal, for example here, Jablo. Jablo is going to attack someone. And that someone is another. It's a gang war. But with flying cars. And fighter jets. You can see just how hard it is to kill smaller. No, not the people crew. Alright. That was an interesting distraction. Okay. Now that was a waste. Spot hard as has hard and extremely tough skin, peels back and presence of human beings. Creature probably referred to as a brain sucker and emerges fully formed and active. Our conclusion is pods are genetically engineered device to attack only human life forms. Oh, they were able to escape. So some were able to escape. I could do a sweep of everything around, but don't really need to. I think I can just use 4. Ooh, slumps. It's not the slumps I want, but at least it's a garden. Let's just go to the wide open space. Yeah, they might escape. That's why I'm going here because that's better. Oh, it's poppin' time. I don't have any. Oh well. Oh, they got guns now. Okay, not bad. Alien propulsion system, biotransport module, brain sucker. It's time for another. Toshio. In a sub. This is annoying. Okay. Propulsion system in craft built into the external fabric of the craft itself generates dimensional field that warps craft through space and allows craft to pass undamaged through dimension gates. Advanced quantum physics lab. Could get the gun, but we need the advanced quantum physics lab ASAP. 5 more days. Right, as expected, and they've got shields now. We were so good at dealing with them that they've got shields now. It's just one. That's indeed a choice. Okay. The taxi. Oh my god! They must hate us. Sanctuary Clinic. Yeah, they're gonna take it until then. We're all not bad. We only lost one hoverbike. So it's not that bad. I mean, one of the things in XCOM Apocalypse is if you perform too well, how do you remove it? I don't think it's control. Is it control shift? Control right click? Yes, control right click. Oh, all right, let's remove Anatoly Schultz and get the rookie inside. Yoko Shoji. Eh, Yoko Shoji is fine. At week 2, they already have shields. Okay, that's because we are fairly successful. That should be good. That sounds bad. Yeah, I think we'll just end this stream in about in about 30 minutes. No. Oh, that's... Alright, let's just try it. And that's nice to know. And that's another disruptor gun. We're gonna run out of bullets. And it's good practice for the newbies. Oh, Shoji's out of ammo. Okay, that's the first time we gotten out of ammo. But we got shields, not that we can use them. Nah, let's just destroy this. think we should buy more stun grenades. They're out of stun grenades either way. And some proximity mines. Large worm-like creature quickly develops inside. Like the skin of an alien egg, this worm appears to contain embryos of further 4 life forms. You cannot tell how the next stage in life cycle develops from the autopsy remarks, but the tissues will be useful to our toxicology research. Alien genetic structure. Yes. 20 more. Lancer laser gun. Use some janitors. And use some rendors. It's half the price of a. It's half the price of a hover bike. But alternatively, I could buy some SD leads and put that in the SD. SD Sports. Oh, that's already SD Sports. It says the Elite. Okay. UFOs aren't gonna arrive. I don't know why Transstellar hates us, but Transstellar hates us. And it still shields. Probes don't have shields. Okay. Flyer 2. Alright, last mission. Flyer 2. Then that's it for the stream. Yeah, let's finish that advanced quantum physics lab. Then build it. This kind of expensive though. Let's Flyer 2. Explodey bits. Yeah, I've met a couple of people who also enjoy this game, but it's right now it's more of a forgotten gem because there's not enough influential people in the space singing its praises. Oh, that's interesting. And I think these guys should help out. Push bottom. I mean, that's a roundabout way of going about things, but bomb dodge. Guessing that's there. We'll see how, how broken shields are later once we get to that part in the game. Yeah, like I said earlier, the main hard parts in the game are actually the first few weeks. Especially if you don't know the swarm tactic. And you're not prepared for the brain suckers. Aw, poor brain sucker has the bad find. Alright. I think that's it for the stream. We're just gonna finish some research. And other than that, so far we are actually in a good position. Right, got an advanced quantum physics lab. It's 25k. We don't have that money, but we are going to find some money. We'll finish the 3 parts of the alien. Brain sucker launcher. I don't think so. There's a thing with the market here. So this is the amount in the market you can buy and sell that. At the end of the week, if there's way too many in the market, you sold too many in the market, you are going to the prices are going to go down because of supply and demand. And biotransport module. Okay, that's enough. Can build our quantum physics app. And we still have space here. I think we'll just finish the alien genetic structure and that's a wrap. Yeah. Yeah, that's just in genetic structure. There's no lore. We found out that they are genetically the same. They're not. They're unlike the other alien wars, both Firaxis and uh MicroProse, XCOM, original XCOM, which are different life forms, different races. Here it shows that they are related genetically. Biological warfare. That's the reason why I rushed for Brain Sucker, because we need Brain Sucker to get the Advanced Biochemistry Lab. And I built Biochemistry Lab 6 days ago, and only need 2 more days. So, let's just finish the other stuff. And 3 more days. Anyway, I think that's that for this stream. Next week, we are going to continue. Hopefully, we can get the biological weapons up and ready. And yeah. Again, VODs is in YouTube. I'm going to add the add some chapter markers so those who watch the VOD would know when to skip the spoiler lore. Anyway, that's it for this stream. And yeah. See you in the next one.